So this would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is part 6. And still we're nowhere. Okay, let's look at the. We're doing the mahjong tiles. Derek Walters is our main man here. I guess this camera works now. Derek Walters. Read fortune telling with mahjong. He has another book, which is very simplified compared to this. I like this one. I don't. If you can't get this, get the other one. But I like this one. You try to get it used on Amazon. Price varies. It can be as high as $25. It can be as low as $5. Oh, look. In the first tile, we have the green dragon. Green means go. So when you say go in the first position, wow, that means things are going to be moving. Well, all right, here's how I'm going to read that one. This one. We've been in a COVID pandemic. Now, this is November 4th, day after election. They're still counting the votes. They don't know who's going to win. It's close. Now, personally, by the way, I've predicted Pelosi would be going to be president. I predicted Trump, and I predicted Kamala Harris is going to be president, which would mean, by inference, Biden would be elected and then pass out of the picture by a recent tarot reading. But at any rate, I can't be wrong, right? But I can't be right. I've done so many of these, and I'll be able to claim victory no matter what, which is totally dishonest. And it proves that I'm a charlatan. Okay? So don't come to me, with your problems. Okay? But you might learn something from watching me do this. That's the main idea. Even if I'm wrong, I'm basically on the right track. Huh? And you could profit by following my example, sort of. Okay. Green in the first tile. A blessing. Definitely the portent of a beginning tile being turned in the first place indicates a great success for new ventures. Proceed with confidence. So, America. What have you done with your 50,000 Trotskyites? We are ready to move it. America is going to be on the go, which is, lucky for anybody that is president. That America, the people are going to want to accomplish something. So what we have is, a couple of people running for president, vice president, that want to jump in front of the parade. But the parade is a moving, see? So this is very good news. No matter who jumps in front of the parade, the American people are ready to do something, to move. Which, by the way, personally, I think, once they landed on the moon, my representative up in Cleveland, Lou Stokes, he says, well, what about my people? You're on the moon, but what about my people? Well, 50 years later, anyway, they stopped going to the moon for 50 years. Basically what happened. And decided to improve social improvements, see? So now you have a lot of new social experiments going on, and nobody's on the moon. But that's personal opinion. I'd rather be on the moon than screw around with these social experiments. But that's just an old fascist. His true colors is starting to show now. Okay, the pearl in number 1 position. Well, here we have the duck. two circles. We have one circle, which is the pearl. Once again, this is a start, but vanity. This is going to be vanity express time. And then we have the eight of wan, which is an insoluble knot. That's trouble. I mean, that's one of what I regard as one of the few really bad cards. Things are tied up. I think in Washington they call that gridlock. See? And here the people really wanting to move. The duck, I don't know. Tastes good. We'll have to check that out. Vanity, but then we have gridlock. And gridlock remains. Well, that suggests to me, and we already know this, by the way, the House of Representatives is going to remain Democrat. The Senate is shaping up pretty much to be as it was, which would be Republican. And that Kentucky Colonel Mitch McConnell in charge again. Egads. But yeah, so we have gridlock. Now, where would we be more likely to have gridlock? We're evenly balanced, right? I mean, the House is Democrat, the Senate's Republican. So where would we be more likely to have gridlock, with Biden or with Trump? We already know that under the present circumstances with Trump, we have gridlock. So you think Biden could do better? Does that lead us to a conclusion that it's going to be Trump because it's going to be more gridlock? Because you could reason, well, if it was Biden, there wouldn't be gridlock. Therefore, it can't be Biden. Yikes. Yeah, not definite enough. Let's look in the South. The South is represents the summer where the money is. Here's the unicorn, the miraculous beast. Are these even within the view of the camera? Okay, we're going to move this over now. Yeah, here's all these wests. South. The unicorn, fabulous beast. Mushrooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. That's another fabulous thing. There's like a miracle's going to be happening here, because the unicorn is like magic, right? The mushrooms, come up from nowhere. They're magic. So these are like two magical tiles right together down in the South, and the South is home. The home fires. Here we have 3 wan. I don't know what that is. And then the industrious insect. So the busy little bee. Well, the American people are going to be busy little bees. I've already said that from other things. What is the 3 wan? What is the 3 wan doing in the South? What does that mean? The earth. The earth in the South. Well, that sounds good, right? Because the South is, the summer, spring, summer, fall, winter. It's the South. It's when things grow, and growing in the earth. That's good. The symbol of heaven, earth, and man. So the 3 things are heaven, earth, and man. In that order, or is it from top to bottom? In the South, the earth in the South indicates great abundance and fertility. It shows great effort and increase in trade. Demands made upon you. Hey, this is not for the lazy. It's for the busy little bees who will prevail here. Don't get lazy now, because let me tell you, there's going to be no drought, no famine, right? You heard it here. No drought, no famine. No ice age. If anything, we're going to have global warming, right? We're going to have By the way, practice tip of the day is one of my law school teachers used to say. Practice tip of the day. Buy acreage in Canada, in Saskatchewan, because it's going to be too hot to grow anything in Kansas, see? So you're going to be better off, growing things in Saskatchewan and Manitoba. So that's where you buy your real estate right now. I mean, vast tracts. Go north. Go north, young man, go north. And anyway, back to the earth in the south. The increase in trade demands made upon you prosperity for the present. Well, this is fall now, November. My tomato, I just picked my last tomatoes. And somewhere were being eaten by bugs, and they were underneath all the leaves. It shows bad horticultural practice on my part. But anyway, summer's over. The tomatoes, they ain't going to get any better. I have a few roses remaining that have not been killed by frost. But everything's about finished. Well, so that's what that means. Move it. Do it now. And to the American people, we're talking about the next 4 years. Hey, conditions will be favorable. That means if you put in the work, you'll get the output. Unlike sometimes when you put in the work and you don't get the output, that's terrible times in history when they can work their ass off, but the sun doesn't come out, and they have drought and famine and all those terrible things. But not this time, buddy. 4 years, you put your work in, and you probably get 6 years worth of production out of it. So this is not the time to retire, by the way. This is the time to get to work. And now, how magical can you get here? You get to work. What do you got? 8 bamboos is mushrooms. Should you be growing mushrooms? Is that what that says? Well, I guess that wouldn't be advice for everybody, but mushrooms in the south indicates a meeting with a stranger. Oh, there was a boy, a very strange, enchanted boy. Meeting with a stranger. That's Nat King Cole, by the way. I'm trying to learn to sing that. If you can see, I have further to go. In the south, meeting with a stranger. At first, this proposal will seem strange and bizarre. That's me, right? But in time, his meaning will become clear. The meeting with a stranger. Oh. Is that Trump or Biden? We think we know both of these guys. So, what does that mean? The plant of immortality. It is the food provided by heaven. In matters of the heart, it indicates an unusual alliance or relationship or union with somebody of a totally different background. In business, it indicates extraordinary undertakings or branching out into hitherto unexplored or strange fields. I like that. See, I get bored with the mundane, personally. That's why I do this exotic fortune telling. It's just like more interesting than the workaday world, Pays less, by the way. In matters of health, unconventional medicine. In a career field, unusual means of earning a living in the realms of the exotic or adventurous. The mushroom flourishes in the autumn, which is indicated by the west, and in the spring, indicated by the east. In the spring, it remains hidden. In the winter, it has already disappeared. So, I guess it's just mushrooms just start to come up in the summer. But here it says what in the south. Meeting with a stranger. At first, the proposal will seem strange, but then, they will come to fruition. So, just advice to the lovelorn. If you start something weird now, It will eventually happen. So this will be the time to play your long shots. Like me, I want to become a piano player and be able to sing at the same time. And I haven't done this I'm 73. But I'm thinking, well, I think I could start now, see? I mean, that's a long shot, right? I could drop dead tomorrow. But it's a long shot. But it looks here, this tile here says, long shot in the south. Go for it. It just might happen. Now, another miraculous thing. So, for those of you who like strange but highly optimistic oracles, you got one here. Boy, this is the airy fairyland today. 9 circles, unicorn. Well, that's one of the miraculous beasts, even in China, where the mahjong tiles, I believe, came from. 9 circles in the south. A rather short stay from home with friends for a happy occasion. It may mean the wedding of a relative to which one is invited. Oh, so you will be invited. That's so mundane, though. Holy shit. Short stay away from home with friends. Unicorn. Matters of romance, a happy and lasting relationship in business, successful dealings and amicable relationships, and health, a sign of recovery from illness in the professions, success dealing with people. May refer to public relations. Oh, we're going to get a president here? Shows a wealth of ideas and a career which one can put ideas to work. Newer professions, as in advertising or the film industry. Ronald Reagan returns. Trump is more into the entertainment business than Biden, I would say. Biden has been kind of like a career politician, which doesn't have the flash and glamour of what we're talking here, the film industry. Trump would be more of the advertising guy, right? So this leans slightly to Trump here. All right. Oh boy, 17 minutes. We're going to stop this and we'll come back for a final.